My landlord tripled my rent because he wanted to force me out and steal my expensive renovations. He thought he was inheriting a luxury business for free, but he forgot to read the fine print in my lease. So I returned the building exactly how I found it, a gutted, rotting shell. 10 years ago, I signed a lease for a dilapidated warehouse. It was a disaster, no electricity, leaking roof and floors covered in grime. But it was cheap, and I had a vision. Over a decade, I poured my life savings into it. I installed high-end copper plumbing, customer-claimed wood paneling, and a $40,000 ventilation system. It wasn't just a shop anymore. It was a local landmark. Then the building was sold. The new owner, Marcus, was a guy in a shiny suit who cared more about profits than people. When my lease came up for renewal, he didn't negotiate. He slapped a document on the counter. New rate is $12,000 a month. He smirked. That was a 300% increase. I told him the market wouldn't support that. He shrugged and said, "Then leave. But read your contract. Anything attached to the building stays mine." He had a new tenant lined up for Monday, ready to pay top dollar for a turnkey roastery. He planned to steal my hard work to line his pockets, but Marcus made a fatal mistake. He didn't read the original lease I signed 10 years ago. The old landlord knew the place was a dump, so he added a specific clause. Tenant must return premises to original condition upon vacancy. Usually that means patching nail holes. But for this building, original condition meant a hollow disaster zone. I hired a demolition crew for the weekend. We didn't just pack furniture. We stripped the place to the studs, the vintage copper piping, gone. The custom lighting rigs, unscrewed. Even pulled the heavy-duty electrical panels I paid for, leaving nothing but the original corroded fuse box. By Sunday night, the space was exactly as I found it. A dark, echoing concrete box with a single flickering bulb. Monday morning, I watched from across the street. Marcus walked in with his new tenants. They took one look at the gutted, dark warehouse, started shouting at him, and walked out 5 minutes later. The deal was dead on arrival. Marcus called me screaming about lawsuits and destruction of property. I calmly emailed him the original condition clause and photos of the dump from 2014. "You wanted it vacant?" I said. "It's vacant." The building sat empty for 2 years because he couldn't afford to renovate it back. He eventually sold it at a loss. Wanted a gold mine, but he dug himself a grave.